Welcome back, everyone. Today we have another video. This time we wanted to do a competitive showcase of some of the decks that we think are really competitive. This time I'm playing Zoro on the right, and my good friend Free Fernandez is playing Z on the left. This is not a tournament game or anything like that. It's just a playtesting session. Fernando, as you can see, there's only one card that we're missing, and it's the 10 drop Kusan, the face down card that he has there. That's the one that he's showing. He's deciding to go first. He won the die roll because he's playing a very unique tech in his deck that I can kind of agree with. It was working very well, at least for this matchup. And here I just play my Dan. I had two 1-drops play that I could have done first, but they were not exciting 1-drops. So I was trying to dig up for an Ami with the Dan, and he does get to kill my that's the Kusan. The face down card is the Kusan. That's the only card that we're missing out of, because he's playing 4 in his deck, so it's not really good against this deck, but he needs it for other matchups, of course. Here I will attack for 6. It's just because I wanted to develop my 1-drops. I'm playing this 1-drop and trying it out. I don't know if it's an excellent 1-drop or not. So far I have liked it a little bit. What it does is, for 1 energy investment, you get to attack the opponent's cards in active mode. So in combination with Gordon, as you can see here, you can neg something, or you can give it a lot of attack, and being able to just clear the opponent's board and attack the leader at the same time. So it is important in some cases, and it is good board clear, and it forces a removal. As you can see there, he is playing the elephant card, which allows him to ramp 1 card and KO one of my cards. Here my hand is not that amazing, now that I remember. This is a best of 3, by the way. This is just the first game. Here he was able to... That card is really good in this matchup, at least. I think he's really good in this leader, in total. I do really like it. Here the Zoro, just a regular play. I play another of the Weighty Bay, I think is the name. That card is really good. I'm trying it out. I just want to be able to clear my opponent's board and at the same time apply pressure, and you can do that very efficiently with this deck. So it has been a decent card. I cannot give definitive results just yet, but he's been a decent card all around. Here Fernando is gonna choose to play Kusan. He's at 8 energy already, even though he was going first, because he was able to ramp with the elephant card. And that's why you play some of the ramp cards, so you can go into the this setup. Okay, so this is one thing that I think you actually have to do when you're playing against with Z against red decks. You have to be very aggressive with your leader ability, as if you don't do that, you're gonna get pressured a lot. And he's gonna take it back a little bit because he wants to use the elephant card, so he can ramp. He used the elephant card first. He ramps and he does the same play that he was doing. He just wants to be efficient with the energy here. Again, this is just a play testing session, so we can take some things back just to have the better play, and just have a better understanding whether or not you can or not play these kind of cards. Him attacking for 6. He's running low on cards, so I'm trying to do some aggression here, attacking for 7. Forcing him to either take this one or combo 2 cards. I'm playing the Usopp. This is something that again, these are cards that we're trying, see if they're good with leader. A lot of ways to stop this deck is by adding extra cards. As you can see, you have impact wave for the opponent, and I can play around the impact wave by attacking with Usopp first, and then I get to draw a card. So it basically replaces himself. So it is good. It is not a bad card. I'm trying it out more as a Moraba. I think I'm playing as a 3 or a 4 of. Don't remember on the list. And but yeah, he's back to 2, 4, 6, 7. Even though he used the ability last turn, which is the nice thing about these playing these ramp cards. I don't have, I offer him to destroy the Zoro. I do have a blocker, Let's see how he manages to do that. Attacks for 5. He wants to get my hand size low as well, which is good. It's not a bad play. I think I have 3 cards by the end of this. Yeah, I have 2 cards left. I'm using my hand because I need to keep some board, as my other 2 cards, if I remember correctly, are Radical Beam and another 2k, and I just need to keep some board, because if not, I'm not going to be able to pressure his leader here. But he has more removal, and in good removal in the terms of Kobe, which is going to be able to KO my Usopp, because he's going to keep up the impact wave, and he's able to KO my blocker. He knows I only have 1 card in hand, so if he attacks for 7, which is what he did, he's able to clear my board, and just I am at 3 life left. I have 2 cards in hand, so now I have to figure out a way to win this matchup. I recognize he has 2 energy up, so I do have to play around the impact wave, and I attack for this is 8. I could do 9, but I wanted to keep up Radical Beam just in case, because if I'm not, the card that I drew for turn was Diablo Jumbo, so I just needed to survive 1 turn, deal him 1 damage, and then the next turn I was able to just do everything at Zoro. So I needed to keep up 1 energy in order for me to survive 1 turn. I am at 3 life. He has 4 attackers, and the way I lose this game is if I just die the next turn. So I have to be able to keep up some energies in order to do so. You could say that this one is like an over attack on my end. I could keep up 2 energy in case I get another Radical Beam out of life. I don't think he was gonna out combo 8, but I needed to make sure that he took that life, because my only chance of winning this game now is with the Diablo Jumbo. And I played Diablo Jumbo as a one-off because I think Zoro actually is kind of nuts now with Diablo Jumbo, since you do a lot of, like, you now just deplete your resources really quickly. Being able to close the game through blockers is gonna be important to be able to win games. Here he decides that he just cannot go for game with so little energy, because I can just take the first few attacks and then he has to like deal me the last damage. He's giving me 3 cards here, so yeah, so he recognizes that he can't, but he's gonna put me at 0 and tell me like I'm gonna win next turn, and he keeps up 4 energy. Whether or not he has more of the cards, it doesn't matter. Like, he's putting me into that one. Now I have the consideration, he has 4 cards in hand. If the 4 cards, by what he's representing, are 2 4k counters, a 2k and a 1, then I lose. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, do I just go for everything here, or do I go, because I had a Zoro and I had the Diablo Jumbo, and but I didn't have any defense, so I couldn't survive next turn. So I had to either go for everything into one guy, or 2 different attacks with the Zoro Rush and my leader. But I decided that, like, it was basically the same numbers. There's nothing I could have done. I didn't have the hand to just survive 1 more turn, because I didn't have any counter power. Actually, they were all cards that I couldn't combo with. The only card that I could combo with was the Radical Beam. So the only solution that I could find in that spot was to actually just go for everything here. Hope he didn't have like 4, a 2 and a 1. That would have been enough, and that's what I do here. He only has, as you can see, he has a Kusan. He needed another 2k. He needed another 4k to win that one. So it was a really close game here. If he had a blocker, I did have the Diablo Jumbo just in case. But let's go into the next game just to see what. Alright, and for game 2, he opts to go first. I get a Jet Pistol out of my energy. I get a Chopper and a Nami. But here's he's gonna play the tech that he's been trying out in this deck, and I think it's not horrible. It makes a little bit of sense, as he's playing the ulti, by the way. As the only thing that you need to do with this leader is ramp once, because that puts you, if you're going first, that puts you in odds. Being able to be on odds and adding a body to the board so you can pressure the little attacks cards is really decent. He's playing it as a 3-off, which is a nice tech. we're trying it out. I think it's not horrible. It definitely has some place into the meta. With this attack, he's putting me back to now at 3 life. And he's putting the pressure back to me. This king is going to be really important for him, as he's going to be able to pressure my life or cards very efficiently with 7k. And I don't have a board still. He's still a 4 life, and he has some good cards in hand. So this play pattern here, and the more time I give him, the more the leader is gonna do for him. And this king is gonna be able to get rid of a Zoro or something in between. So that's really nice. Here I have options. I think I go for like the Dan here, because I needed to see more cards, as the ones that I had didn't really do much. I get a blocker. And since I got the blocker, I think I decide to just go for 5-5 instead of attacking for 6 with the leader, as I could have done 6-6 here. And it was probably better than playing the second chopper, as the second chopper didn't do much here. And if I attack for 6-6, it could have taken a life, or it could have at least wasted 2-2Ks. So maybe it was my mistake here. But I mean, I have a full board. I can defend my Zoro by battle super easily. So it either forces the leader ability, or it forces him to have more removal, which he actually opts to do. He plays here another king. Yeah, okay. He plays another king. He's able to clear my 7-drop and pressure my leader in the process. I am gonna go to 2 life if he attacks my leader, as I want to have the radical beam active already. And yeah, I'm just gonna take this one. He is gonna use the leader ability here, maybe attacking for 6. Let's see if he uses the leader. He's thinking about it, but if he does use it, he goes back, like the next turn he goes to 4 energy, so he probably doesn't want to use it. Even though I mean, there's nothing to really remove. Like the Dan is not doing that much, but he doesn't have that many cards in hand, so he has to be careful on what he has, because I could just try to go for game if I have the cards. But he's at 3 life, so I'm not trying to go for game on this turn, as if I fail, like these kings are gonna be a problem. And I have a lot of removal in my hand. I didn't have much pressure, so I opt to do that instead. Just remove the king and do some damage to the leader, put him to 2. And I don't have that many cards. He's been really fast. He's been able to clear 2 for 1 my board every turn, so it's been difficult for me to keep up. I play another chopper. Again, I have a lot of cards that I cannot counter with, so I need to be able to defend his leader, or whatever he has, because if not, he can just randomly go for game and just kill me out of nowhere. However, he does have a lot of good 2 for 1s still. This Kobe is gonna get rid of my Dadan maybe, and then he's gonna pressure my leader, where I do have to out combo some cards. Here he attacks for 5 at my leader and uses the now he can use the leader ability, as it's not horrible. He has one of the trumpet cuts. I would think he was gonna use the one, but maybe he's bluffing the 2k counter just so I could he just doesn't kill me, so I don't kill him, just in case he doesn't have it. He doesn't have actually no counter power, but he could get 1 out of life, and that's probably what he's banking on. No, he's actually just gonna play the Ura, and he says if you have a rusher, you probably win. But he didn't have anything else to just win here. And I didn't have the rusher, and if I play the king, I don't think I can win. So I go Jet Pistol his Kusan and play Gordon's. Not even sure that's correct, but yeah, I'm just trying to remove his board, give me enough time for so I can kill him of the course of 2 turns. But it was probably correct to attack his life, as he didn't have much counters in hand. I would have been able to pressure maybe enough to go for game, but it's hard to tell at some point. He had a 2k counter and whatever he gets out of life. and if he out combos one of them, I'm just not doing anything. But maybe it was correct here to just go for life and just ignore his board and just said like, if I don't kill you this turn, I die. But I mean, hindsight is 2020, knowing what he has and what he doesn't have. I think he's just gonna play the blocker, attack my leader. He's trying to analyze if he can. I'm keeping one energy up for like radical beam, so he's trying to analyze whether or not he can go for game. And he decides maybe not, and then he decides that it is just best to just go for game here. I mean, just go for board, attack for 7, force me to take the life, and go. I don't have many cards in my hand either. I think I only have like 3 cards. I played the white beer here because I don't have a rusher, so I couldn't just go for game. And I say attack 7, try to deal the last damage to him. And I have 3 cards that I can combo and a radical beam. And my leader is 7k here. So if I survive, I win the game. But I just need to survive this turn, right? Sadly for me, I think he gets me here. Because he just have enough attackers here to just win the game. I think the math is simple. I have 5 cards in my hand, I think. 2 I couldn't combo with. I know that one of them was the Diablo, I think. I'm only playing as a one-off, and I drew it 3 times in that game. I have 1 radical beam. He can guess that much. And I have a 2k counter and a 1k counter. So he's doing the math as to like what are the numbers for him to win here. And he's saying, okay, so this 4k just eats 1 radical beam and a 1k. And then the other ones is probably gonna be enough. And now here he attacks. He says like, well, dividing the attacks is not good enough because then I'm losing 2k on each attack. So it is better to just attack with everything on one attack. And that's what he does. He just attack 14. He has 9 energy, and I think I have 4, 2, and a 1. That's 14 exactly with the 7k leader. So I lose. Yeah, I couldn't play the blocker because if I play the blocker, he can just get rid of it with the Z leader, and he can just attack it, do the same attack, and I just wouldn't have been able to survive that turn. So the main thing here, I could have maybe gone for his leader when I had the Nami, the Gordon, and the leader, and he was at 3 life. No, but he was at 3 life. I couldn't kill him. I don't think that turn I could have killed him. I mean, it was at 2 life maybe. So maybe there was something I could have done to finish the game there. Okay, and into game 3, I didn't have a good hand. I mulliganed, but I drew super poorly actually. If this is my turn 1 play, but I needed to get into the board quickly as I'm going first, and I need to put the pressure into this leader because the late game he will outvalue me every time. I played the Vista here, but I mean I don't think there is anything out of life that can hear me. But the correct play, no, I wanted to KO the blocker just so he couldn't block with it. So yeah, that was correct. To play the Vista first and attack with the leader. Again, this Makima, I think is her name, is doing nothing. And he's going second, so his best turn. Oh, we're discussing here what's the best option. Like, is it better to just keep up 2 energy, or is it better to play the blocker? To keep up 2 energy so you can bluff whatchamacallit, the palm attack, the impact wave, or is it better to just play something? It's hard to tell. It's not like a right or wrong answer there. Having the attacker, the blocker, as an attacker too, so you can attack their battlefield, could be really important. So that's why it's not that simple of an answer. Here he played the Ura, so he can ramp a little bit here. And I played the Zoro attack for 6. Maybe I should have done 7. But he takes this one anyway, and I get to get away with it and play the white bay. And this way, now I can pressure his board if he doesn't get rid of the white bay. Would it be? I don't know. The 1-drop. If he doesn't get rid of that one, then I'm able to clear his board and then attack him. So I already have the Makima on board, so I'm able to just do that pressure next turn. I'm definitely gonna be able to kill something for free, and also develop my board. So let's see how he manages that. He does have a lot of cards. He opts to place Kobe as Kobe instead of the Queen, because the Queen is a jet pistol, so he doesn't just want to be like behind because of that. He pitches the Kusan, but he takes it back as he's thinking that maybe he's able to play it. But I think this matchup is just not possible. And he pitches the other Kusan. I think we talked about it later, and that seemed to be a mistake, as you're not able to play the 10-drop in this matchup. It's just not possible. It is just better to play if his play here would have been the 8-drop plus the Kusan, it would have been much better for him, for sure. As the Kusan replaces itself. The Ura here, it's fine. He was trying to play the 8-drop, the 10-drop next turn. But I of course I realized that's the case. He's going into 10 energy next turn, so I have to put him to 0. So if he does decide to play the 10-drop, I'm able to just attack with everything at the leader, and then able to kill him on the following turn. So because of that, I could attack his board, and that's what he's expecting me to do, but I'm not gonna, because I just need to put the pressure on him, and that's the most important thing here right now. So I attack for 7 at the leader. 7, 3 for the Makima, 1 for the leader, and the 1 done that you have there, that makes it 7. So that's just a really efficient turn here, and the Makima is finally playing dividends, as she hasn't been doing it for the whole game. But I'm glad that I'm able at least to play that one. I'm attacking for 7 with everything that I can, so I can put him to 0. He's at 2 life, he's at 0 life now. So now he's not able to just play the 10-drop anymore. He has the impact wave, but I think he's gonna need the extra energy for defense. And here there's an interesting spot for me that we're gonna find, and that I choose a different line here. I have a lot of cards in hand. I think I have like 5 in comparison, and he has to either go for game here, or he has to clear my board. I think that he's gonna choose to clear my board completely, because he's gonna use the leader ability, I believe. Here he had another Kusan. Kusan is gonna be good, but he's gonna draw another card that he cannot counter with. So it is important for him to clear the board here, and he does just that. And he's gonna use the leader ability, I assume, and clear my my Whitey Bay. Attack for 7 and take my last life. So here is the spot that I find myself in, that is really critical here. My opponent is keeping up 2 energies, and he has 4 cards and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 cards in hand, 0 life. I could just go for a game, and I mean attach all the energy and go for game. But that's first, I haven't even gotten to 10 energy. The game has gone like so fast that it hasn't gotten there yet. So I don't even have 15 attack. So instead of doing that, I have enough cards to survive 1 turn. And if he has the exact combination of impact, and 2 2Ks, then I'm not able to win. So I choose for also the reason I did this play is because I had a Diablo Jumble in my hand. So if he has a blocker, I'm able to go all in next turn with my leader. But now he has 1 less 4K counter. And this turn, he couldn't kill me because I have 3 2K counters, a Radical Beam, and a blocker. So even through these 5 attacks, he was just not gonna be able to push through that. And plus whatever I get out of life. And I was just needed to survive 1 turn. So I choose a down the middle play here, just so I can secure the win in a way. As I already put him to 0, there is no way to there is no reason to risk the game when you can just win it if you do the correct play. So Fernando chooses to, I think he chooses to destroy my board here. I think he's able to play the king here, KO the Ura. He's gonna be able to attack with Kusan. And then he's gonna be able to attack with the leader for 6k. I think I decide to take it. Again, it doesn't matter. I just need to survive this turn, and it will just be fine. I know he cannot, with 2 energy up, he just cannot do that. And I just decide to take it just because I just combo out of this one, just to make sure that I don't die, but I should be fine. He plays the blocker. He's hoping that that's just enough, but I just show him the Diablo Jumbo, and I'm gonna be aiming a little bit here. As I'm gonna play the Makima. I'm gonna play another Makima and the Chopper. I'm gonna Diablo Jumbo, and I'm just gonna put everything into the Chopper. I know he has only 3 cards in hand and he's completely tapped out, so I know he just cannot combo this. But that was a nice play testing session here. This is definitely the worst matchup for Z. We just wanted to make sure that's the case.